But let's talk about a guy like you. Let's talk about this a little bit because I like to paint who these people are as people. And to me, when I look at what happened with you in New Orleans last year, it tells me a lot about you. Because you go in New Orleans on kind of like a prove-it deal. You're not really on the depth chart. You don't really have a spot.
Right.
You turn into a starter, and you do it rather quickly.
Right.
That is not something that is easy to do, but to me, that's something that says a lot about the man. Talk to us about what it was like going through that journey, being in a spot in New Orleans where you had to prove it, but you were able to get it done and were able to get that starting nine.
Well, we from around the way, so all we need is a crack in the door.
Amen.
All we need is a foot in the door. You know what I mean? But no, in all seriousness, was blessed. I feel like every opportunity is a blessing. Was blessed with an opportunity, and was it was pretty much told me, it's there for the taking. And a guy like me, man, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. And it's not a factor of what I'm going to do, on the field. It's a factor of of when I'm going to do it. And in my mind, that's kind of the thing. Not in the arrogant mindset at all, but just in me having that confidence in myself and me having confidence in the work that I put in, behind the scenes, and the work that I've been putting in since this offseason started. And it's been an every year thing. As soon as the season ends, I might kick my feet up for a couple of days and it's back to it. It's back to it. I only know one way, and that's the work. And so I'm excited. About I'm confident. In my abilities. I'm confident in the way I play. I think that my play and the energy that I have speaks for that. And I love uplifting my teammates, man. I love being out there and my teammates make a play. I can get in their face, and saying and turn them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that. I love that stuff. I just love playing ball, man. I think that some of that gets lost. The older you get, you get from high school to college, you get from college to pros, and I think sometimes when you're around it for so long, I think some people may forget why we got into football in the first place. Why you strapped them up for the first time in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That feeling you get, you can't get doing anything else. You know what I mean? And, the feeling you get from playing football, from being out there with the fellas, man, from going to war with the fellas, man, you could bottle that feeling up and sell it, man. But it wouldn't be, it'd be priceless. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm excited to be here, man, and I'm excited to get going and get gelling with the guys.